Have you ever wondered what secrets the world's coldest continent, Antarctica, might be hiding beneath its icy surface? Enveloped in a blanket of ice and snow, Antarctica is a land of extremes. Sitting at the bottom of our planet, it's a continent that is almost entirely covered in a thick sheet of ice, averaging a mile in thickness. It is the coldest, windiest and driest continent on Earth. In the depths of winter, temperatures can plummet to a bone-chilling negative 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds can reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. Antarctica is almost twice the size of Australia and 1.5 times the size of the United States. It's an icy giant, a white wilderness stretching out as far as the eye can see. But despite its vastness, it remains largely uninhabited. The inhospitable conditions mean that there are no permanent residents here. Instead, the population consists mainly of researchers, ranging from a few hundred in the winter to around 5,000 during the summer months. These researchers call Antarctica home for a few months at a time, living in specially designed research stations scattered across the continent. They brave the harsh conditions to study everything from the impact of climate change on the polar regions to the unique wildlife that calls this icy landscape home. Antarctica is more than just a barren, frozen wasteland. It's a place of mystery and intrigue, a place that holds clues to our planet's past and keys to our future. This icy desert is a treasure trove of information, locked away in its ice cores and hidden beneath its frozen surface. Antarctica is like no other place on Earth. It's a world of extremes, a world of beauty and harshness, of isolation and discovery. It's a place that challenges us, that pushes us to our limits, and that reminds us of the raw power and beauty of nature. Now that we've set foot on this icy terrain, brace yourself as we delve into its rich history. Did you know that Antarctica wasn't always a frozen wasteland as we know it today? This icy frontier, which we now associate with penguins and polar expeditions, was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana. Around 200 million years ago, Gondwana was a sprawling landmass that included present-day South America, Africa, India, Australia, and of course Antarctica. Back in those days, Antarctica was not at the bottom of the world, but was nestled near the equator. Its climate was temperate and lush forests covered its landscape, teeming with diverse flora and fauna. Dinosaurs roamed where icebergs now float, and trees grew where only frost and snow exist today. However, as millions of years passed, the tectonic plates beneath Gondwana began to shift and drift apart, a process known as continental drift. This slow and steady movement pushed Antarctica further south, away from the warmth of the equator and into the frigid climes of the poles. As Antarctica journeyed south, the lush forests and diverse wildlife began to disappear, replaced by an ever-growing layer of ice and snow. The warmer, wetter climate gave way to an arid, frozen desert, creating the Antarctica we know today. But what evidence do we have of this ancient, verdant past? Well, the answer lies in the fossil records. Paleontologists have unearthed fossils of various plants and animals, including dinosaurs, that once called Antarctica home. These discoveries paint a vivid picture of the continent's past, a stark contrast to the barren, icy landscape we see today. One such fossil is the Antarctic beech, a tree that thrived in the temperate climates of ancient Antarctica. Its fossilized remains serve as a stark reminder of the continent's warmer past. Similarly, the discovery of dinosaur fossils, such as the Cryolophosaurus, reveals that the continent was once a habitat for these prehistoric giants. So, as we journey through the geological history of Antarctica, we discover a land of contrast and change, a land that has transformed from a lush, temperate paradise to a frozen desert wilderness. As we navigate through the Ice Age, it's time to explore the modern discovery of this icy continent. Fast forward to the early 19th century, when humans first laid eyes on this frozen frontier. Our story begins with the first sightings of the Antarctic landscape, a place so alien and remote it might as well have been another planet. In the year 1820, Russian explorers Bellingshausen and Lazarev became the first to cross the Antarctic Circle. a feat of navigation that would mark the beginning of human interaction with this icy realm. However, it wasn't until the 1840s that the British explorer James Clark Ross, for whom the Ross Sea and Ross Ice Shelf are named, sailed further south than any other explorer of his time. His expeditions revealed a land of ice and mystery, sparking international interest and curiosity. As we move into the 20th century, the race to reach the South Pole took center stage. In December of 1911, the Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen and his team became the first to reach the geographic South Pole. Their achievement was a testament to human resilience and determination, a true milestone in the annals of exploration. Just a month later, in January of 1912, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott and his team arrived at the pole, only to discover the heartbreaking reality that Amundsen had beaten them to it. Tragically, Scott and his 4 companions perished on their return journey, their sacrifice underscoring the harsh and unforgiving nature of this polar environment. These early expeditions to Antarctica, filled with stories of triumph and tragedy, paved the way for further exploration and scientific research. They unlocked a world previously unseen by human eyes, a world that continues to captivate and intrigue us to this day. With the flag planted, the exploration didn't stop there. Let's fast forward to the scientific discoveries of the 20th century. Can you imagine a place on Earth where science overrides sovereignty? Well, welcome to Antarctica, the hub of scientific discovery. Here, science isn't just a pursuit, it's a means to peace and collaboration. This is all thanks to the Antarctic Treaty, an agreement signed by 12 nations back in December of 1959. The treaty, a beacon of hope in the Cold War era, dedicated Antarctica as a scientific preserve, banning military activity and promoting cooperative scientific research. This unprecedented international cooperation has led to some of the most significant scientific discoveries of our time. Here, scientists from around the globe come together to study a vast array of subjects, from astronomy to zoology. They are drawn by the unique conditions that only Antarctica can offer, making it a living laboratory like no other. One of the most critical areas of research in Antarctica is climate change. The continent's vast ice sheets hold the secrets of our planet's past climate, locked away in layers of ice. By drilling deep into these ice cores, scientists can analyze ancient air bubbles, providing invaluable data about Earth's atmospheric history and helping us understand the future of our climate. But it's not just climate change that's under the microscope. The abundant wildlife in Antarctica, from penguins to seals to krill, are also being closely monitored. These studies provide us with vital insights into how these species adapt to changing environments, helping us to predict how other species might react to similar changes elsewhere. Antarctica is more than just a remote, icy wilderness. It's a testament to the power of science, cooperation, and the human spirit. The research conducted here has far-reaching implications, not just for the continent itself, but for the entire globe. As we wrap up our journey, let's reflect on the future of this icy wonderland. The discoveries we make here today will shape our understanding of the world tomorrow. So let's continue to cherish and protect this unique hub of scientific discovery. What does the future hold for Antarctica? And why should we care? This icy wonderland, teetering on the edge of our planet, is more than just a spectacle of nature. It's a living, breathing entity that plays a critical role in our global ecosystem. Climate change has been unkind to Antarctica. The rising temperatures have led to the melting of ice, threatening the habitat of the wildlife that calls this place home. The penguins, seals, and countless species of marine life are all at risk. And it's not just the wildlife. The melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, posing a global threat. Yet, amidst the looming gloom, Antarctica stands as a beacon of hope. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet and the urgency of our actions. It's a call to arms for us to take responsibility, to do our part in preserving this natural wonder. Conservation efforts are underway to protect Antarctica and its inhabitants. International treaties have been established, prohibiting commercial mining and limiting human activity. Scientists from around the globe are working tirelessly to understand the effects of climate change and find solutions. But it's not just up to the scientists or the politicians. Each one of us has a role to play. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable practices, or simply spreading awareness, every action counts. Antarctica is more than just a land of ice. It's a mirror that reflects our actions. It's a testament to the resilience of nature and the power of collective efforts. It's a symbol of hope in the face of adversity, a reminder that it's not too late to make a difference. As we step away from this icy frontier, remember, Antarctica isn't just a distant land of ice. It's a vital part of our world, holding keys to our past, our present, and our future.